Welcome to Talking to Famous People. The internet's best kept secret. That's what Talking to Famous People is. It's the interweb's best kept secret. Best kept secret on the interwebs. So anyway, I'm a pretty well kept secret. I have to be the best kept secret on the interwebs. I have to be pretty good. A pretty well kept secret. What do you want, kitty? You want me to watch you eat? That does qualify as a morning chore, I guess. No one loves you like I love you. No one loves you like I love you. No one loves you like I love you. I love you. I love you. What a good boy. What a happy friend. Yes, you're a good boy and a happy friend. You're the winner of many fabulous prizes. Yes, you are the winner of many fabulous prizes. So what's on the agenda for this morning's chores? Well, maybe the first chore of significance is going poo. I feel I got a big poo in my butt, but it's kind of clingy, clingy to the inside of my body. It doesn't want to leave. It doesn't want to fulfill its destiny as a poo. But it's going to have to. That's its destiny, after all. I think the first thing I'm going to do this morning, in order to encourage the poo, is walk around outside a little bit, but do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to provide some cutlets to the woodland friends. I do have a bag of cutlets here. All right, woodland friends, you deserve some cutlets this morning. So, we are not in the high Sierras up here. Hi, Guna. We're in the low Sierras, but I was just putting some sunflower seeds out for the birds and squirrels outside. They like to eat those. I'm kind of walking around the house, trying to shake my poop loose, get it to fall down into my butt more. Yeah, it is Eric Strauss. You're right. You're a lamb. And you were correct to be wowed. I've never seen a mountain lion. I have, however, seen a I've seen the tracks of probably a mountain lion. I've seen bobcats plenty of times, but I do believe we have an occasional mountain lion up here as well. Obviously, I don't kill them. No, I don't kill anything. Except certain bugs. I don't even go fishing anymore. I never went hunting in the first place. I'm just too soft to be shooting things. Make me cry. I'm soft as fuck. What time is it? It's almost 10 in the morning, 9:45. I got up a little while ago. And now I'm walking around the house trying to shake my poop loose. I need to make coffee this morning. Here's a list of the chores I need to do. I need to poop. I need to make coffee. I need to message my doctor telling him to refill my prescriptions. And what else? Oh, right. I need to clean out the crock pot in the kitchen and put the leftovers of that into the trash and then wash that crock pot. And those are the main chores I have this morning, which isn't a ton of chores. I need to meagity meow. You make a good point, Show Media. That's an excellent point. I need to meagity, I need to meow. Because it's because of the schedule of the drug, because Adderall. For most drugs, you'll get meow plus meow refills, you know? So you don't have to talk to the doctor every month. But they're trying to prevent you from doing Adderall, so they make it extra challenging to get it. You have to request a refill every single month. There's no auto refills. I've had to do this for years, so trust me, I know. It's a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. Oh, here's another thing I need to do, really. I should really do this morning if I'm feeling like a chore maker. Is I need to, you made chicken fried rice. Cool, Comedy Flu. I hope my mini demonstrations of how to do it inspired you to make it even better. Dropped this in the wilderness car yesterday. Hello, my cannabis brother. Welcome, Captain Russia. Hello. I am going to do my first chore of the day. Hi, it's my fave Molly. How's it going? Hope it's going well. How am I? I'm fine. I just got some morning chores to do. I just woke up not that long ago. The first of my morning chores is to poo. Because, yeah, he's the captain of Russia. A lot of people aren't sure how that came to be, but regardless, he is the captain of Russia. I'm in the United States of America. I'm from California, USA. Thanks. I am Captain Cannabis. That's true. Although at the moment, I'm just having my first couple of nicotine vape hits of the day. It's not very satisfying. I'd say 1% as satisfying as an actual cigarette. That's right, just 1%. Says you don't take this on the plane. Fuck off. I'll take this on the plane if I want. See that little thing? I don't take it on the plane. You love Eminem and Snoop Dogg? Well, you don't want to fuck with Shady, cause Shady will fucking kill you. All right, I'm done pooping now. That was a pretty straightforward poop. Big one piecer. You know, here, Lamb, I had my doubts about that too. Your favorite pizzeria got shut down for serving human flesh, huh? Well, obviously it was delicious if it was your favorite pizzeria. I wondered that too here. I'm like, is this even healthier than smoking? Why am I even bothering to vape or whatever? But I can tell you from SI experience, like, I definitely have more breath control. I get less winded. I just have better cardiovascular health. I can tell. So I think the science jury is kind of still out on it as to what the harms of vaping might be. But my personal experience jury is unfortunately clear cut about it. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't be. I was kind of hoping that I'd be like, this isn't any better for me. I'm just going to go back to smoking. But it definitely is. New York has the best pizza. New Jersey has the best pizza in the country. Talk about California pizza. Nothing to talk about. Okay. There are a couple of places in California that might have good pizza, but by and large, California does not have good pizza. Chicago, unfortunately, has this horrible deformity called deep dish pizza. It's not even pizza though. Here, lamb. That's like lasagna or something. San Diego has good pizza. I don't know. California's not really a big pizza state, you know. Like in town, we have the Mariposa Pizza Factory. It's not good. Well, I admit it's been quite a while since I've had deep dish pizza. I have had it before at some point in my life. So I'm not completely unfamiliar with it. But yeah, the Mariposa Pizza Factory, we just don't go there anymore. The only reason we'd ever go there at all is because, like, it's a good place to watch games sometimes, you know, like football games or whatever. If like the 49ers are playing, for example, it'll be full of 49ers fans in there. That's kind of fun. But then not only do they not have good pizza, they also don't have good Italian food because they have things like, you know, lasagna and um, other like pasta dishes and stuff there too, and they aren't good. I love pineapple pizza. Yeah, I'm a big believer in pineapple on pizza. I could go for just pineapple and black olive even. I don't even need any meat on it. Well, big dog, it's like the Mariposa Pizza Company. They're kind of just they do a lot of things a little bit wrong. They don't do anything terribly wrong, but they do everything a little bit wrong. So it's just not very good. I don't have any vape to even. Oh, I do have Rachel's vape right there, actually. I'm not hitting a blinker. Jason L. You stop yapping and hit a blinker. I mean, there's a big difference. Privet is Russia. Здравствуй, Vladimir. Pravda. Spasiba. Those are some words I can say in Russian. What do you think? Pretty good, huh? I'm like a real Russian. I've been to Russia, that's why. I've been to Moscow and St. Petersburg. Hey, Russia. Banapun Exomico. Banapov Benapon Exomico. Listen, I got a question for you. Do you know this song? It's a it's a Russian like techno track from the early 90s. The only part I remember of it is it goes like this. Da do da do da. Da do da do. I'd like to get a copy of that song. That's not Ukrainian. Not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Russian. Oh, you're saying Ukraine uses Cyrillic alphabet too? Ukraine don't use the Cyrillic alphabet. You're just making Russia happy. Cyrillics for Schmerbrilics. Valery Kamenko is his name translated. Oh. Hi, Valery Kamenko. I want you to know that I'm 100% on Ukraine's side and fuck Russia. I don't believe their lies and bullshit for 1 second, okay? Not everybody is so dumb as to believe Russian propaganda. I understand what's going on. I was a supporter of Ukraine from way back in the day. Before even, right when Donetsk and Luhansk started, I was a supporter of Ukraine. Da do da do da. Da do da do. They eat dumplings in Russia. Well, I'm known as I don't know what his deal is. I'm not sure how he got to have 100,000 plus subs, but all his videos are in Russian, so I don't know what they're about. Do I hear Kitty scratching you from inside? I thought I did, but maybe not. Probably just some birds or something. Let's sit out here and pull some bowls. Watch the birds. Bring a chair over. All right. Okay, so far I've gotten one chore accomplished. I've gone poo. And that's pretty good. That's better than 0 chores. But I've got other chores that I must attend to today. Number one of which is I need to message my doctor and say to him, Dear Dr. Ingram, please refill my Adderall prescription. And also, can you please refill my albuterol inhaler? I've run out of it. This is one of the chores I have to do after I smoke this bowl. Let's give you a close-up view of the action. There. It's a real live bird eating real food. He moved over there a little bit. But you can still see him. Because that's the kind of high-quality live streamer I am. It's non-stop action around here. That's why I attract as many as 4 people to my streams. Oh, yeah. That's a real Stellar's Jay. Born in the fires of Mordor. Hi, Tibbly-winks. How's it going? You a fan of watching Blue Jays eat? You're in the right place. Because that's all we do here, and we upload once a week. No, it's not all we do here, and we don't upload once a week. And I'm not Mr. Ballin. Although I did think yesterday as I was lost in the wilderness in my little wilderness car that I kept thinking of it in terms of like, if a Mr. Ballin episode were telling this story. Ruben R., salute to you, sir. Why are you saluting me? You're the one who deserves all the salutes. So, I imagine Mr. Ballin saying, so, it was a beautiful day, and he just thought, I'm going to go out for a few hours. No big deal. Just take a couple pieces of cheese. I'll be back before I know it. I'll leave a note for my wife. That's the way Mr. Ballin tells stories of like strange and mysterious disappearances and stuff, Yeah, Mr. B. Allen is actually his name. But I think people kept calling him Mr. Ballin so much. Mr. B. Allen, yeah. Good job, Ruben R. Way to salute yourself in the mirror. He took care of 8 pets. Huh? That's a lot of pets. We have 2 cats here. And that's plenty of pets for us, I will. I'll keep an eye out for Sasquatch. If he comes over here, I'll say, get out of here, Sasquatch. And I got to tell you, the birds are actually very convenient about the whole thing. But my cat, he's not satisfied with me feeding him. He has to have me watch him eat the food, which is very annoying. Come on, eat your food. You're a big boy. You can eat all by yourself. Here's my kitty. Here's one of my 2 kitties. He's eating. Now it's 6 since 2 are now in a higher place. Pets do die, unfortunately. Rachel and I used to have, in addition to our 2 cats, we used to have a pet crayfish, but fortunately, Lilu has passed on. So I remembered the other chore I have to do today, too. No, you definitely should not. Thank you for asking that question before doing it, Tibbly-winks. Whammy bars are dumb, unnecessary, and make your guitar go out of tune all the time. And you'll hit your hand on it when you're strumming. Do not get a whammy bar. You're talking about crayfish? Our crayfish lived a couple of years, actually. And probably would have lived longer if we hadn't let the water get dirty and it crawled out of the tank. If you also buy lock-in tuners, okay, fine. But I've had a whammy bar before. I don't have one on my current guitar because of the reasons I articulated when I had it before. I ended up taking it off of the guitar because I kept hitting my hand on it when I'd strum. So it depends how you play too, Tiddlywinks. If you've not played with a whammy bar before, you might be accustomed to having that room to strum, and then it's going to be annoying to you when you hit your hand on the whammy bar. Of course, I play with my fingers, so I don't know if that's going to be affected differently if you play with a pick. Good morning, Jonathan Earl. I hope your morning is treating you well, and I hope you go to heaven, not hell. It's a good blessing for people, a good well wish. You don't want to retune and lock in the strings. Well, I mean, it's not such a terrible thing if you have locking tuners. Like, then it does stay in tune better, even if you have a whammy bar. But you love seeing my garden? Well, we'll go look at the garden a little bit. Right, that's the other thing about a whammy bar. It's so specific. There's only a couple of uses for it. It's very like heavy metal sounding and it's aesthetic. I don't know. And honor of Garden's appearance here, I need my glasses, not my lighter. Toy. I'm gonna go outside and look at plants. Well, I just have to tune my guitar a little more frequently. You have a guitar addiction. Well, that's a good thing to be addicted to. If you have a gear addiction, that can get expensive. If you're addicted to playing the guitar, that's a little bit better. I've never been a gearhead myself, but I get it. It can be kind of cool to get new gear. Like, I've got a really great bass guitar. It's ugly as hell, but it's incredible. It's an incredibly good bass guitar. And I'm happy with my guitar too. But those are fairly recent acquisitions. I played just this one shitty acoustic guitar for many years. Here's the hill. There's a little tree. Some more trees, my shed. And here's this lady. Hello, lady. You looking sexy. You looking like a sexy lady. Who's that lady? Oh, juicy? Well, looking sparse, right? But I think it's because I don't know what strain this is, but it's a late butter. Whereas this guy is much more of an early butter. Getting nice and juicy looking. This one, a little bit of a late butter as well. It's a nice morning. It's not too hot. I'd say it's high 70s right now, mid 70s. Here's Rachel's colorful laundry. Very 50s color scheme here, pink and black. She actually has some blue jeans here. And this has some white flowers on it. Now we're at the gully. Somebody wants to get zooted to Uranus. You know, I didn't. The strains I bought seeds. Okay, so um, the strains I got include Gorilla Glue number 4. It's very sativa heavy. Gorilla Glue number 4, Northern Lights, Jack Herrera, Cherry Pie, and then I got a free one called Super Skunk. Those are my favorite strains. I really like Jack Herrera. I'm looking forward to having some of my own Jack, homegrown Jack. That'd be cool. And I like outdoor bud too. Like, this is basically organic. I put a little fertilizer on it a couple times during the growth cycle, but other than that, I'm not doing anything except just watering them. And I like it. I like when they come out like kind of thin, kind of stringy. That outdoor quality. It's not as dank. In some sense as indoor, but it smokes like nature. When GK says how to cheat without getting caught. No, I don't grow my own food. But with food prices going up the way they are, maybe I should. Yeah, I've got that, Jonathan Earl. I've got 10 or 15 feet. I don't have much more than that, but I got that much distance. Because the rocks are at least 10 feet from the house at this narrowest point, I'd say. They're about 10 feet from the house to the narrowest point. As far as fire stuff goes, also, I'm not too worried about fire for a couple of reasons, but the number one reason being there were 2 summers with shit tons of big fire the year before we moved here. And as a consequence, much of the fuel that might cause the kind of major fires that burn down structures and stuff seems very unlikely to get here. We're kind of in an isolated pocket of not burned area with burn area all around us. So it's hard to imagine a fire getting in here with the current amount of fuel. I don't think it's a good idea to cheat when GK. I mean, if you cheat and win, then you're just like the Astros. Okay? The Astros may still be good, but everybody knows they're just a bunch of cheaters. That's why the key word in Astros is ass. The first time you smelt Mary Jane, you thought it was just burning rubber. Huh. Lo and behold, it was the great green beyond. Yes. Well, I've been smoking weed for a long time, you know. I started smoking weed. I smoked weed before I ever smoked a cigarette. And I've been smoking it pretty much steadily since college, you know. it's probably, I mean, it's a real gift to humanity because humans like to change their head. And there aren't many substances that you can do that consistently with that won't cause you major problems in your life. Marijuana is one such substance. Like, I can't drink responsibly at all. So, I, uh, I had to quit drinking about 10 years ago. A little more. I'm coming up, 10. See, it's August, September, October, November, December. Well, it's actually 10 and 2/3 years. Do I think people should be locked up for dealing marijuana? Of course not. I don't think people should be locked up for drug crimes. My mom jokes around and says I'm emo since I mainly wear black and band shirts while playing my six strings. Just don't forget to stare at your shoes, to gaze at them. Shoegazer music. There's always the old soaker hose hooked up to a pump around the crown of your roof. Well, I actually, we have good water pressure here because unlike most places in Mariposa, we're not on well water, we're on water tower water. It works regardless whether the power's on or not, etc. And we have actual fire hose in the shed down there and a fire hydrant near here. So if it came down to it, I'd attach the fire hose to the fire hydrant and I'd have an actual full blown fire hose to squirt shit with. That's pretty good, So hopefully I never need to use the fire hose. But oh yeah, which one? Tibbly-winks was it? Bang 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 ding 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 bang bang ding 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 bang bang ding 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 bang bang ding 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 ding. Was it that one? That's a fun one to learn. And once you learn it, then you too will be able to see a bad moon rising. You know what's a fun song? I forget how to do it now, but what's a fun song to learn is Owner of a Lonely Heart. It's pretty straightforward, and when you play it, you're like, oh my god, that's totally that song. Alright, we're on to chore number 2. Remember, this is a chore stream, so we've got chores to do. We're just fucking around all day, okay? We've got important things to accomplish. Including chores, whores, and s'mores. That's what I should have titled this stream. Chores, whores, and s'mores. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to admit it now. We're not going to have any s'mores or whores. Just chores. s'mores, just chores. Rachel, speaking of chores, Rachel was, yesterday when I was out in the wilderness, she did a lot of chores while I was gone, including cleaning the sink all super spotless. So I don't want to get it all messy again too fast. Get out of here. Coffee grounds. Yeah. Alright. Hi, Bubbles. You want to go outside? Go ahead. Bubbles is outside now. Okay. Hi, Demas. Good morning, Rachel, darling. I think you did a fabulous job of cleaning while I was gone yesterday. All right. So now we're going to take this old coffee and get rid of it. Just get out of here, you old coffee. We're going to get rid of it into the laundry sink. And then we're going to make new coffee. It's going to be so flavorful and filled with coffee goodness, you won't even know where to begin talking about it. Okay. Now we need to rinse out. We're going to rinse out the percolator. We're going to rinse that perk right out of our hair. We're going to scrub, scrub, scrub until Daddy takes the scrubber away. All right. Do a little bit more scrub, 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 or rinse, 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 really. Just rinse it like that. All right, now we're ready to fill it up with water. Water, the building block of life. Without water, we'd all be very thirsty. You know, Venus used to be a planet just like Earth, but what happened? They started producing too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and now it's super hot there. Don't be like Venus. I bet some people believe that. I'm quite convinced of it. People will believe anything that supports their favored wedge issue outrage politics thing. All right, let's put you in here first. And then you can wait and watch me walk in like it was a graduation ceremony. It'll be exciting for you. Just while I'm walking, just start humming that song, you know. Do, 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 do. All right, I did it, everybody. Good job, Eric. You did it. You got the thing and you meowed the meow. Yeah, you did it. You did it. So, Cameron, definitely we want you to come up and help slash participate in the harvesting when it comes time, whatever is convenient for you, you know, between a month and 2 months from now or so. We'll harvest when you get here, you know. That sounds super fun and rad. I really like that idea. Maybe we can even finish my wooden bong that I still haven't gotten any further on. So I'm scooping some coffee here into the top of the percolator. I've changed strategies with this percolator over the time that we've had it. I used to put in a little bit less coffee than I thought it needed so that as it got stronger over the course of days, it wouldn't get too strong. Now I want it strong enough right at the outset. Make it a little stronger. All right, let's go put this lid on here, start the coffee, and then we are done with chore number 2, and we can go take some rewarding bong rips. When the coffee's done brewing, use it as bong water. I mean, it might cause you to I agree with RL Tiddlywinks. You should skip school the rest of the year. You need to mess more with your wooden bongs? Cool. I wonder how that would taste. You're about to flake on buying a 1980 Honda XL 500 Enduro and refinish furniture. Chores! Chores! Like that. Or I am pleased to know that you are milking your hooters. Stool is for losers. All right, let's take a couple bong rips and then we'll move on to chore number 3. And chore number 3 is really the most important chore, the most necessary to get done today chore. And it is contacting my doctor and telling him to refill my script. So that is something that will definitely get done today. You know, I gotta say, this homegrown weed really is coming in the nick of time because we're very low on freezer weed at this point. Sounds good, Camamoto. Sounds good. Sounds like you and I are a couple of productive fellows today. We're getting stuff done and having some fun. We're getting shit done, having some fun, and making everybody come. Pokemon actress. What? Pokemon actress Rachel Mia Meow's the meow. What's that all about? Pokemon actress Rachel Lillis, who played Misty, died age 55. What? She played Misty and Jessie. She was the voice actress of Misty and Jessie in Pokemon. Wow. So young. I do not have an OnlyFans. The only chore I'm doing today is either sleeping, playing guitar, pretending I'm doing my book reports and stuff. Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe you can pretend to do your book reports while you're sleeping or playing guitar. Okay. So anyway, Misty's dead. I'm hoping Nurse Joy is still alive, so that what's his name? Nurse Joy, I'm constantly re-astonished by your beauty. That guy Brock, so that Brock can finally hit it. You know, I'm rooting for Brock to finally get together with Nurse Joy after all these years. I'm curious kind of how Pokemon of all the anime out there, like how did Pokemon become so popular? It's not very good compared to other animes that are much better. But no counting for taste, I guess. So I'm kind of surprised that Rachel's up. It's only 10:30 in the morning. Maybe she went to sleep early last night. There's a new cat called Meowscarada. Meowscarada, and there's an imprint on his face that looks like weed. Really? I haven't seen the new Pokemon. Alright. Chore boy. Let's get some chores done. Time to empty out these short ribs. Yeah, I just never know how a short rib is going to work out. Sometimes we eat the whole thing, sometimes we don't. In this instance, I think I ended up eating most of the meat out of it, but we really didn't eat very many of the vegetables. But we got a few meals out of it. You know, obviously I prefer when, you know, we really get our money's worth out of our crock pot, such that like the $15 or whatever it costs for the short ribs ends up being like 4 or 5 good meals, you know. Then you're talking about a pretty cost-effective way to eat. But you gotta really be feeling it, you know. It's not always crock pot mood for food time. And not all the crock pots come out as good as the other ones. You know, this one I would say was fine, but not strikingly delicious. Strikingly delicious. I like the smell of the new soap. It smells lemony fresh. All right. Well, we've gotten another chore done, and we're really cooking now. We're not cooking, we're cleaning up. We cooked before, that's why we're having to clean up right now. Okay. Now, this goes back where it goes. In here. I like how these cabinets have a thing that slides out. It's convenient. All right, let's check out what's going on in here with the chat, and then maybe we'll work up the impetus to contact my doctor. The new season is ass. I'm playing Lonely Boys on guitar right now. What's Lonely Boys? I don't know that song. You should try to learn Owner of a Lonely Heart. Or if you're a fan of Johnny, you should learn a Johnny song. I don't know what you listen to, but all right. This next chore is pretty boring because it involved me doing something on the computer, but it has to be done anyway, so we're just gonna have to accept it. Okay. How do I add the mark as unread from here? Mark unread from here. Thank you. Okay. I don't want to read that email. The only reason I'm in my email at all is because I'm searching for Dr. Ingram. What's his new messaging thing? Luminello. I need to have what is the thing that Dr. Ingram uses now, Rachel? Are you up? Are you listening to this? I can't find that thing. Good morning, Robert. Well, if you're gonna play a Weezer song, you should learn how to play that one that goes, all my favorite songs are slow and sad. All my favorite people make me mad, so mad. Everything that feels so good is bad, bad, bad. All my favorite songs are slow and sad. I don't know what's wrong with me. Look up the song I Got Bitches.
I think that Dr. Ingram is under simple practice now.
Simple practice?
Yeah, client portal. It should be all your old stuff.
It's not showing me ever being here before. I don't remember ever being here before.
Oh.
I don't know. Let me type in here simple practice. There.
There you go.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Messages. I'll copy my last month's message, but I'll say, also, can you please refill my albuterol inhaler? Thanks. How do you spell albuterol? There. I did it.
You did it.
I did it. Simple practice, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll just have to ask you again next month. I was trying to think of a way to remember this for next time, but
Yeah, just look.
I'll just have to ask you again next month.
Yeah, there's an app for it that you can put on your phone, but you might as well just look in your email next time, like you just did.
Felix Baum, open your mouth because a load of my cum is coming your way.
Oh.
And you know you want to swallow it. So open up, buddy. Open up. Normally I reserve that just for my wife, so you're a lucky guy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Felix Baum got burned. Felix Baum learned a thing or two today. When I'm in chore mode, you don't want to fuck with me. And I'm in chore mode right now. I don't want to run me. Yeah, his mouth is so full he can't even talk anymore. You make a truly excellent point. I must say, a truly excellent point. Take a little bit more washing. This is just me pretending to get coffee right now. There's no way the coffee's ready yet. But it's just like, well, maybe if I go over there, somehow that'll make it be more ready. It's just, I will show you. I will try to get some right now. You'll see. It's just water. It's just plain water still. It doesn't get any more plain water than this. There's like almost no color to that water at all. So what I need to do is stop lying to myself about how long it takes for coffee to be ready. I think that is my favorite Weezer song. It's so unbelievably good. Every bit of the melody is so hooky, you know. Hi, James Ortiz. Do I like boobs? Yeah, I like boobs. And yes, Nick Fuckface is one of my nicknames. So I do answer to Fuckface. I do like boobs. I like them a lot. I have a wife who's got a couple of big knocks on her, let me tell you. And you're strumming at the neck. I mean, you know, I have to often strum up here too because, like, I don't like my hand bumping into this thing. So I play up here a lot. You know? Should put the strap around my neck. But regardless, just waiting for coffee to be done. Now I've got this TV. It's going to go back up into Rachel's room. She wants to try having a TV again. I don't think it's going to end up any different because she's such a phone addict that even though it's better to watch things on TV than on your phone, she'll just continue to watch them on her phone. That's what I believe is going to happen. But, you know, not everybody's... What tuning is my guitar? It's in regular tuning. I was just playing a C7 and a kind of a jangly sounding G chord that's got a, I don't know what it's called. I'm going to give the Woodland friends some more cutlets. They're going to be like, what did we just do today to deserve so many cutlets? Nothing specific. I actually still have a lot of cutlets here. They barely made a dent in them. They're unaccustomed to getting cutlets is why. Okay, there, I put more cutlets. Now I'm going to show you guys something cool. Every once in a while I take this out and I show it to the live stream. Why? Because it's so cool. What is it? It's the one vintage typewriter I kept from what used to be a fairly large collection of manual typewriters. I kept this one. Not being very flat. I'll put it on the chair so it doesn't fall over. Look at this beauty. You want to see the coolest vintage typewriter ever. This is a Triumph. A Triumph Perfect computer. I mean, typewriter. The outer case isn't in that great a shape, but the typewriter itself is gorgeous. It looks a little dusty at the moment, but I'm gonna go put it down here. It'll be behind a little door, so it won't get so dusty. And there's Mr. Kitty Friend. The easiest song I know is Wish You Were Here. I don't know that song. Is that a Pink Floyd song? I don't like Pink Floyd. So hopefully you guys thought my typewriter was cool. I think it's cool. I'm not that into objects, but couldn't help but keep that one because it's such a cool object. Okay, so I've gotten the doctored. I've gotten the crock pot clean and put away. I made some coffee. I've gone poo. So, I'm most of the way through my chore list already, although I do have another chore on the horizon. Potentially. I'm not sure if I'm really going to do this chore, but I'd like to do it. The chore is I'd like to make a video that strings together all of the videos that I recorded yesterday on my little outing. Did I sweep the roof? No, I have not swept the roof. I don't plan on sweeping the roof, but that's a good suggestion. Okay, go to Google Photos. Now, select everything from yesterday. And then unselect these 3 pictures of Rachel with lipstick on. Rachel takes pictures of herself a lot to see what different things look like on her, like different makeup or different clothes. So we get a lot of those pictures. I don't need to download those pictures because I'm not going to make a video using those pictures. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like, here's a picture of Rachel with this red lipstick on. She was trying on that red lipstick to see how it looks. And she doesn't trust the mirror, I guess, She says, I don't trust you, mirror. I trust my phone's camera more than I trust you. That's what I think she's saying there, You were letting your dog out, and little did I know, she tore through the lead that was keeping her in my yard, I was flabbergasted. Huh. Yeah, well, you're not the first person I've ever heard mention this thing. I don't know if you've ever actually talked to me about this before or not, but I've heard people in the past talk about how they don't trust mirrors, but they trust their phone. So you're not the only person who's like that. I think it may be because mirrors are actually less reliable. I don't know. I know that mirrors do have kind of a like I don't know that when you look at yourself in the mirror, like if you look at part of your body in the mirror, and you look at it with just your eyes, it looks a little different, right? Of course, I'm looking at it from a different side, but I think mirrors tend to be, I guess you could say, flattering. Because it depends what you're looking at in the mirror. It was a metal lead. Oh. It still can't spell. I wonder if this coffee's done yet. I'm just hanging out by the coffee. Still not even close to done. It's just clear water still. You know what they say, a watched percolator never finishes cooking coffee. So maybe I should walk around the house a bit. I'm off to such a productive start today. I feel like I'm winning the productivity lottery. But maybe I'll take this TV back up to Rachel's room too. But she probably doesn't want me to go into her room with the camera right now. She likes to have time to make everything look all prim and proper before other people look at it. So, I think it's probably not necessarily that cameras are more trustworthy than mirrors, but it is the case that you know how you look on camera, which is more relevant than how you look in a mirror. Okay, maybe I'll go put it upstairs. How to differentiate between ISFJ and INFJ without trying. I mean, ISFJs will tell you a bunch of personal stories. INFJs won't. It's just that easy. I don't know what's wrong with me. That's that song for being so incredibly hooky. It's got a tricky melody if you try to sing it, right? It's a tricky for being super intuitive and hooky. It's a surprisingly tricky melody to nail. Mirrors show a flipped image of you. Well, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. But additionally, they like Sometimes they'll be like elongating or widening, or they're not exactly perfect, you know? You were thinking about unscrewing the back screw in your bridge and trying to bend it? Why? Fifth slot NE is very concise. Oh, you did the whammy? Uh-oh. This is how this is the sort of thing that causes Eric to break guitars. I'm gonna change out my pickup on the guitar. Oh, fifth slot NI. I don't think NE DOMs particularly bug me that much with their excessive NE. I think you're more likely to get that from third slot NE than from dominant. You're more likely to get it from second than from dominant too. Oh, you meant a DIY whammy. I would strongly recommend against your DIY whammy. But I don't know how good you are at DIY shit. Personally, I'm terrible at it. Doesn't necessarily mean you're terrible at it. All right, it's getting a little bit dark. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It looks like weak tea now. Of course, the thing is, this percolator, it has, it tells you when it's done. So I could just wait until it clicks into the other light. That means it's done, but you know, I want a cup of coffee now. I don't want it an hour from now. Have I downloaded all those videos? Okay, let's start stringing them together in a video here. We're gonna get so much accomplished today. I never get this much accomplished when I do have Adderall. This is the horrible thing about Adderall. You mean a DIY slide out of plastic? You could make DIY slides out of something like, I don't have one of these things in here. Where is it? Out of like those little PVC tube things. You can get them pretty cheap at like Home Depot. They're like miniature like plumbing things, plastic plumbing things. You get copper one. You can make it out of that. Slides you can make DIY easy enough. Okay. You could use a bong, but could use something like this. This lighter. But I never play any slide guitar anyway, so you'd have to like tape this onto your finger or something. All right, let's go to the downloads. Extract files. Okay. Now I'm extracting the files. Look at me go. I'm a real file extractor.
I'll be right back.
Okay, darling. Okay, my wonderful lady.
Oh, I love you.
I love you too. With my emotional heart.
Oh.
the best way to love somebody. Yeah, well, ideally, if you're going to go to the hardware store, you get basically a little piece of copper plumbing tubing. Probably will have some kind of end on the end of it, but if you get it the right length, you stick it over your finger and use that, no problem. But you're probably just better off just buying a slide because they're not that expensive. Create new project. I use Windows Movie Maker to make my videos. It's kind of not that fancy, but I like how lean it is. It's really lean. No, here. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, there. Now I just open all of those videos. Convert video. Do I have enough? What's going on here? Do I have enough meow in my meow? All right, well, let me try converting them. I don't normally have to convert videos from my phone, but maybe I do this time. Let me try adding just one new clip and see if it says convert it. Yeah, okay. So it's a conversion thing. Fine. I'll convert them then. Be that way. Well, it's certainly doing its thing, as you can see. Adding all these files, getting ready to convert. Convert. For HD Movie Maker, new folder. Sorry, you're not looking at the action. You're just looking at the wall down there. New folder. Getting Lost Adventure. Because I got lost at this adventure. Select folder. Okay. Now it's converting. Wow, wow, wow. Look at us go. Aren't we getting a lot done, yo? And I believe that the coffee's probably done. Pretty close. Let's go check it out. See you later, Tiddlywinks. Take good care of your dog. That's good. It's good to take good care of your dog and to love him with all of your heart. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That is some done diddly coffee. Oh yeah. Let's have some. Let's win all the fabulous prizes. We add a little coffee creamer. We give it a little stir with our stirring stick. As you can see here. A little stir to the ear. Okay. And then for extra creamy goodness, actually we're going to make this one super delicious. Alright. I'm not just going with full blast delicious this time. I'm going with super full blast delicious. Now, I'm not a fan of sugar in coffee. I don't like sugar in coffee. But I'm going to make an exception for my recently discovered friend, honey. Honey is good. I wonder when the first person actually tasted honey. Like, they were like, oh shit. I ran into this beehive and broke it, and there's all this gooey stuff coming out of it. What should I do with it? Oh, I'm going to put it in my mouth. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in my mouth and I'm going to eat it. You're going to eat that disgusting bee goo? Why would you do that? I don't know. It just seems like the thing to do. Okay, bro. Don't come crying to me when it tastes like bee stings. And then, what? It's sweet and delicious. How did you guess that this was going to be so good? I just could tell. I was like, those little bees, they look like they make some sweet and delicious stuff. Nobody knows how honey was discovered to be edible. Who knows what other things that seem gross might be delicious? All right, now I'm going to add a little bit of real cream to my coffee. I've added non-dairy creamer, I've added sugar, and now a little bit of heavy cream for extra creamy deliciousness. Oh my God, hit me with a 2x4 and call me Thursday. That is fantastic. Rachel, would you like me to make you a cup of honey deliciousness? You're welcome. Okay, we're going to repeat this process now for Rachel, because this is so delicious. Mmm. This is the land where flavor was born. That's where we're living today. We're living in the land where flavor was born. Everything that feels so good is bad, bad, bad. All my favorite songs are slow and sad. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay. Now it's time for the honey. Get a little bit with this knife here. And we'll just stir that around in there as per meow. Excellent. There are some people who, I'm assuming, live here in Mariposa, who must be beekeepers because they periodically set up their truck and sell their honey right there in town. But I got this honey at the supermarket. Next time I see them selling honey and I have cash in my wallet, I will get some. Alright, that cash is the cream. Let me put this down. I'm going to make 2 trips upstairs. One with Rachel's coffee. And then I'm going to come back and get the TV. I'm assuming Rachel's not trying to go back to sleep at this point.
No, I'm just choosing what earrings to wear.
Well, that's an important and difficult choice to make.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think we should go to the store today at some point too.
Okay. I gotta return that.
You want to return this?
Yeah.
What about in here? Can I take this box?
Yeah.
And this box?
Thank you, I'm sorry.
No problem. Why are you sorry? I am happy to take boxes down for you.
You are a pastor.
Right, TV goes upstairs now. And I'll just have to see when I get there if there's a spot on the dresser for it still. I might have to make a new spot for it. It does still have a spot for it. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, I'm not going to set it all up right this second, but now it's out of the living room.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I need to clean the walls. Our walls are dirty. Little, like, scuff marks, fingerprints, stuff like that, you know. One of the problems with having white walls, I guess. Now, where's my coffee? Oh, here it is. Okay, while this is finishing up its file conversion, why don't we go outside for a moment It's days like today that really make me wonder if I should be taking Adderall. It's like today I got up at a reasonable hour, started doing chores, started streaming right away, and enjoying myself. We don't have a wall mountain there now. Yeah, we probably should buy an emergency pie. Put it in the freezer. Am I a very rich person? No. I'm not a very rich person, but we are fine, you know. I'm male. Pop, pop, can I have some, please? Can you have some what? Sorry, I didn't mean to rage so hard. I will calm down, First Class says. In fact, it made me so angry that I broke my lamp. I don't think anybody gets angry at that. Hey, Rahul reader. There's no wall mount upstairs. I don't really feel like putting in a wall mount, even though wall mounts make good sense, you know? It's kind of a big construction project. We have one in the living room, obviously. If Winston's mom is scolding you, Rahul reader, you're probably doing something wrong, okay? I don't know what it is. Maybe you're getting your poo all over the place. I thought it was interesting when Alec informed me about the harvestmen yesterday. Here comes a squirrel for some woodland treats. But you know, the woodland friends aren't accustomed to getting cutlets lately because I haven't been putting them out. Ever since I quit smoking cigarettes, I put out a lot fewer cutlets for the woodland friends. Harvestmen are they're a kind of daddy long legs. Okay, it's a kind of a spider. And yesterday I saw something like this. He said there was even more of them, and they were all bunched together. And I was like, "What are those spiders doing?" And he's like, "Those aren't spiders. We don't have studs in this house, Jonathan Earl. As far as I can tell, the only place that has any wood in the framing even is the kitchen because it got hit by a tree at some point. It had to be rebuilt. We've got metal pieces of metal, and in between them is this like insulating foam stuff. I can't even hang a picture on the wall. Cutlets refer to sunflower seeds. I mean, it doesn't have to be sunflower seeds. It could be any kind of bird seed, really, but the birds prefer just pure sunflower seeds. They don't want any of the other kind of cheap seeds that they want to put into there. So I stopped getting mixed seeds. I just got sunflower seeds now. Command strips, I do have that. I have used those for the drapes, in fact. And it works okay. Although I do have to occasionally replace them. That's how I got drapes up in this house.
No. Were you not just watched? Go ahead. I'm gonna be in the kitchen.
Well, 54% done converting all these little videos I made yesterday. None of them is particularly long. I don't think any of the videos I made yesterday is longer than a minute, but I have like 30 of them, so. I did all horizontal videos yesterday. And I'd like to include in this video some like images from Google Maps showing where I was and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, sometimes it documents.
It can make it a lot more enjoyable to understand, able to understand what's going on. When I'm saying I'm lost, where? Well, it turns out I was here, and I was trying to be here.
It doesn't. I guess you have to do something specific, like take a picture or something.
Yeah, I'll have to make a little. I'll have to take some screenshots of the map. Maybe add a little bit of. Add a little bit of narration, or potentially like a red arrow that I add in GIMP or something, you know.
It's good to like remember where you were too, so that you can go back again if you like the scenery.
Yeah, well, I feel like I know those back roads somewhat better now, having gotten lost and having had to retrace and come back and retrace and come back.
That's how they say you learn.
If you want to figure out where you are, get lost. Mew.
Meow.
You're full of mews.
Oh, I'll watch you.
Coffee's good though, huh?
It's great, thank you.
A little bit of honey in there. I don't like sugar in coffee, but the honey's different.
It's a really nice addition. Alright, mister, let's go.
Eric, you have been teacher. May I know your subject? I was a debate coach, but I was also an English teacher. If you want, I can share a PDF of my grammar book with you. You can learn English grammar by a sentence diagramming. But, you know, there are plenty of resources online, I'm sure, that you can use to meow your meow. It really depends on what your goals are, I guess, for learning English. Like, what kind of proficiency do you want, and etc. All right, good. So, at this point, I'm just waiting for those videos to convert. But I don't know what Rachel's cooking right now. What are you making, Rachel? She's not in there, I guess. I'm kind of inclined to. Hi, Leonard. I'm kind of inclined to maybe go out for lunch or something, but sounds like Rachel's cooking something. You making that for lunch?
Yeah, like early, yeah.
I was thinking about going out to lunch.
Oh, really?
But eat that and then we can still go out to lunch.
Well, I can eat just very little of it. I won't have spaghetti.
Okay. Sounds fine. I don't look too sad. But Leonard always says that when he comes. He always greets me in that fashion.
He meowed and didn't want me to watch. Or whatever. I don't know what he wanted.
He just wanted you to walk in there.
It's his way of commanding.
Where would you like to eat lunch?
What are our options? It's Thursday?
Yeah. We could go any place in Oakhurst or Mariposa that's open.
Oh.
We could try the Happy Goat.
I was gonna say Happy Go or the Mexican place.
Which would you prefer?
Either. It's been a while since we've been to either. In Oakhurst, there's that pub place.
Yeah.
I know. They've been very slow. Whenever we
They're
go
very
there, slow.
Yeah. There might be other places in Oakhurst that we haven't checked out yet, but I don't really have any place in mind.
Then let's not go to Oakhurst.
Yeah, the Mexican restaurant is your classic American Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And it's got, your huevos rancheros.
That's what we always get. I love it.
Burrito Supreme.
Yeah.
Got
Oh, meow. Okay, so Happy Goat, Mexican restaurant, Don Rubens.
I know that, I think Charles Street is open for lunch now, but I don't know if we want to go there or
not. Is that a risk?
Undeveloped if still hitting cigarettes? Undeveloped in what way? I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, but I quit recently, in April.
Yeah.
Regardless, I don't think whether or not I quit smoking cigarettes has anything to do with my development, right? It might have something to do with my body not being able to handle it as well as it used to. That's basically why I quit. I could feel my lung capacity diminishing and stuff, but you're really using words recklessly and wrong if you think that's a matter of development, like personal development. There's nothing inherently bad or undesirable about having some vices that other people think are unhealthy, right? After all, I smoked cigarettes for 30 years ish, and I'm fine. So, maybe you should rethink your position on this, Mike. I mean, feeling as though you know what other people should do with their body is very sus. Is that how you treat women? Do you feel like you know what they should do with their body? Is that how you treat other people in general? It's pretty sus, pretty shady. So you want to check that shit. As a non-smoker myself, because I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. I quit. I can tell you, wow, you're fucked up. To think that you know best for other people. How stupid could you be? Yeah, it's your vice, I guess. Okay, fine. That's your vice. Stupidity is your vice, Mike Dallas. But remember, you don't really want to fuck with me. Why? Because I'm so tough. So Mexican or what are you talking about? Why are you so dumb? Nobody said anything about Mexicans. Like, did you take dumb pills before you came here today? Or are you always like this? Well, the happy goat does serve breakfast items all the way till the end of the day. So we could get that. Are you done eating the part of the thing you were going to eat?
I put it away for later.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull just a couple more rips here.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna end the stream and we'll go to town and have some lunch, huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll try the goat.
Yeah, let's try the goat.
My only concern is that it might not be air conditioned in there and it might be hot.
Oh.
You don't seem to understand the distinction between smoking cigarettes and smoking weed. There's a difference between the two things because it's a different plant, you see. Tobacco is a different plant than marijuana. And so if I proved you right, well, that would have to mean that I was using the words tobacco and marijuana wrong. And that certainly isn't the case. So once again, I chalk it up to your idiocy.
They don't serve goat, but I wonder if it has to do with something with the area because there's been like I've seen signs that say that goats are very helpful after the.
A lot of people use goats to chew down the grass and stuff on their properties to make them less fire susceptible. You know, it's a fire suppression technique that's used around here. And there's a company called Happy Goat that like rents out goats to your land to chew up the grass.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're alright too, Mike Dallas. I knew you were alright the whole time. You were just being provocative. I can't blame you for wanting to come in provocative because after all, most people are easily provoked in an amusing kind of lol-cow way. I don't approve of it exactly, but I understand. I am not one such person. No. Because, hey, I smoke weed every day. Let me finish these couple of bowls I have put out here and then we'll go. Cholula bread, huh? Oh, challah bread. Not Cholula. Challah bread. I don't think I've ever had challah bread.
Oh my gosh, it's pretty good, especially as French toast.
Really?
Yeah, it's very thick bread that's kind of sweet. Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever had it.
It's like braided. I think it's braided.
Like monkey bread?
What's monkey bread? Does monkey bread have any glaze or anything over it?
It's braided. I don't know if it's glazed or not. Egg bread. Jewish egg bread, huh?
Yeah, so I guess it's what, yeah. Why do I have a problem? Problem, reader?
Rachel doesn't have a problem. If you mean she's hungry, I'm hungry too.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to lunch.
Yeah.
But we're not starving to death that much.
I'm like, I just got here. I'm not ready to leave yet. I mean, to eat, sure, but like, I'm not ready to leave the stream. I'm not.
You're experiencing the conundrum I often feel, you know, where it's like, I want to go do meow, but I'm currently comfortable.
I know.
You know, we need to go to town in part because we got to go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
We're out of a number of things.
Things I was to do it tomorrow too, but
Oh, that's true.
I
Well, so we
know.
don't have to go to the grocery store
That's what
today.
I'm thinking. Like maybe.
Let's just put off the store today.
Yeah, I got my chicken parm in the fridge. We'll go out for lunch.
Rachel's not copying from my weed. She's copying from
my own weed.
her vape.
Yeah, I have baby lungs. Don't forget.
She wouldn't cough from secondhand smoke. That's ridiculous.
No, I've never. I don't think I've. Maybe once. Have I coughed from secondhand smoke? But I. What kind of cigarettes do you smoke, Winston's mom? I can picture you smoking.
I say that she smokes Virginia Slims because she's a woman, and Virginia Slims are a woman's cigarette.
Yeah. Well, my grandma used to smoke Marlboros.
Yeah, no, I was joking. Obviously,
Oh.
women mostly don't smoke women's cigarettes. There's no such thing as a women's cigarette,
I know,
right?
that's true. There isn't.
It's the same thing. It's just tobacco.
Virginia Slims were highly marketed towards women.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I thought when I was little, that's what I thought women were smoking.
Well, because they'd come a long way.
And then if you were cool, you were smoking Camels.
Right, if you're cool, like Joe Cool.
That was the
right,
whole
Joe Camel.
Selling point.
And now they don't have any advertising for tobacco at all anymore. Mm-mm. Not billboards, not anything.
Not in magazines, nothing. No.
It sells itself.
It does, though. And I'm not trying to encourage smoking. It's just
Really, you've been smoking Senecas?
Oh, Senecas. Do you have to go to? I know people who used to go to the Indian reservation for their cigarettes.
You can get them cheaper there. Some states, not in every state.
Oh.
I don't think you can get them cheaper in California, the res.
No, it doesn't seem like California would be. How is Brett says her? How is your icon nothing?
It's just white.
It's just white?
It's a white circle.
Oh, that's interesting.
If I were to go like this. Oh wait, no, it's still nothing.
So interesting.
It's still nothing. So I guess he just has this transparent circle.
Yeah.
That's not very good. And then you don't have any visual symbol associated with you. You can't have nothing as your... Oh, it's white, huh? Oh, I guess it's white. That's why if I change the background to then it changes all the white to me. Makes sense. Okay.
That's cool. That's creative.
I like it.
Yeah.
You're like the freshly blown snow.
No, I kind of I used to not like it when I would go to a restaurant and they would have it like half smoking area, half regular area.
Uh-huh.
But now I kind of wish they brought it back because, like, it's so annoying to get up every time. Well, I guess I don't. It's like that's what I wish with like smoking. Weed.
You wish we could smoke wherever we want because then that would be easier for us.
Right. We wouldn't have to go outside.
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke weed. I got lucky. Neither of my parents smoked, so like I didn't see it. My grandma Lapolo smoked like a chimney, but and she quit. And she was she was old when she quit. She had to be maybe 65, 70. But when I was a child, I remember going over there like so fresh and so clean. and then coming home and smelling like cigarettes. So it kind of like
That's true.
yeah. So because of that, I was like, no to cigarettes.
That's unfortunate that they try to charge somebody when somebody dies from a drug overdose.
Well, it's like they can't. It's like they can't just let it be that he was on ketamine and drowned.
Right.
You know, like that's really his death.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
He didn't even OD. He just stupidly did ketamine in a hot tub. A cigarette a day keeps the smoky says away. Anyone know about Gonza smoking thing? I don't know anything about it. It's like what I think about smoking is the lesson to be learned in the world about smoking is mind your own fucking business.
Yeah. Matthew Perry first last. You know, they're trying to figure out where he got the drugs from and who's involved with it.
Monica's a widow now. Oh, I saw a trailer today for a Friends After Chandler. Want to link? Monica's a widow now.
Wait, that can't.
Is that true?
Are they really trying to like make friends without him? Because like honestly, I don't see it. I can't. Like, why would they do that?
Well, I mean, I guess they're just saying we're gonna update the Friends universe to account for the absence of Matthew Perry.
I guess so.
It's better than trying to replace him.
Oh yeah, it's way better than trying to replace him. I don't think the cast would get together if they tried to replace him. Oh man, he wanted that so badly. A reunion.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, I hope in the show he dies by drowning in a hot tub.
Oh. I mean.
They could just leave out the ketamine, you know.
How do you know what I eat, Raul Reader?
Friends Reunited trailer 2025, the one with Chandler's funeral. Oh my god. That's crazy. That
is so weird.
That's wild. Okay, Raul Reader, you're getting timed out. Okay, let me time your ass out. What I was trying to express to you before about smoking applies to diet as well. You need to mind your own fucking business.
It's like really, really, really tough when you're happy and like people judge you by your.
I mean, he's not even judging you about anything except what he perceives as your eating habits. I mean, fuck off.
I mean, I do eat junk food. Junk food to me is like chips and candy. Yeah, and I do eat that stuff, but like, god damn, it's like the first time in my life where I am not told what to eat. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, it's really tough because like I'm very happy, and sometimes when people are in relationships and they're happy, like they put on weight. I don't know.
You're also prone to being fretful about this.
Yeah,
even though I'm not, I never complain about it or
ever.
anything or say anything about it.
I know. It's because I've been conditioned, you know, like my mom was very, very like.
It's because of horrible people like Rahul Reader.
Well, yeah.
Who think somehow they're helping or whatever.
Oh, they get in my head. It's true.
You know.
And then I go on YouTube and then it'll suggest something to me about being thin and I'm like, what the fuck? Like.
But you know, the other thing is, it is the case that we are YouTubers and we are going to get attacked
Yeah.
any and
I know.
everywhere we
You're
are
right.
vulnerable.
I know.
Any and everywhere we are vulnerable.
No.
So it's like you could be exactly as you looked when you were 21 years old, and people would still find things to insult about you.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
And they would still now.
Yeah, you know, you'd think I'd be like immune to it because, like, growing up in my teens, do you remember that site called Hot or Not?
Oh yeah, horrible.
Someone put up my picture on there,
Yeah.
and it was terrible. It was not good.
Well, yeah, Mike, those for YouTubers, and since I've been doing this channel for over 10 years now, and Rachel and I have been together for coming up on 5 years, so
Yeah.
um, and she's been doing it with me for the duration of our relationship, so it's a significant part of my life and my activities and our life. You know, a lot of the people we consider friends or people that are regulars around here and stuff. And we've had people from channel visit with us at our house and stay with us and stuff. So it's we're not YouTubers like it's our career. We don't make our living doing this. We don't make hardly any money at all from this, but it's a significant part of my life anyway.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Sometimes when we go a day without it, I'm like,
I know, right? It's weird. It's weird if we go multiple days without it. Like during Sleepy Week, I start to feel really isolated and alone. And even though we're together, you know.
No, I know, but it is a nice connection to the outside world because it's so isolated out here, which I don't mind. Like it's a breath of fresh air for me.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah,
but you got to also remember that Rachel's FE tool, she kind of unavoidably cannot help but understand, especially with NI dominant, like all the like the ways in which Mia is a potential social liability, right?
Oh yeah.
Where you just can't help but be aware of it.
I can't.
And
yeah, it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
And you know, it's like there's not really a good option, like in the sense that the best option is just to say, fuck off, mind your own business, right? But there's not a good option, like it's not going to play well or serve your interests at all to be like, you know what? I'm proud of my body the way it is, because that's just bad FE, right? It's not, it plays wrong because that implies that there is something wrong with you. You know, you would, so it's a super complicated thing to respond to, right? In terms of the FE shit, you understand how fucked up that is, but there's not really a good response except fuck off and mind your own business.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, FE.
And Mike Dallas, the only thing that my wife smokes is marijuana vape. It's the only thing she smokes. Oh yeah, well, there's two things she smokes. I wasn't even thinking that, you know. I wasn't going there. I was actually trying to just get out that the only thing that she smokes is her THC vape.
Sorry.
Oh, hilarious. That was fantastic. All right, are you ready to go to lunch?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. See y'all later. You're wonderful people. Except for you, Raul, and your fuckery. So fuck off, you. But the rest of you people are all wonderful. And usually I tell more than one person to fuck off during the course of a stream. So today's a special day.